Who is the longest serving member of the Hamilton Tiger Cats? It's actually a trick question. Welcome to the 26th and final episode of the Fifth Quarter Show Legends, a weekly look at the most significant Ticats in the franchise's illustrious history. From Angelo Mosca to Danny McManus, Garney Henley to Ozzy, I have brought you the life stories of the best in black and gold, and today is no exception. The latest legend is Pigskin Pete. If you're a fan of the Ticats, you most certainly know about Pigskin Pete, the boisterous and fun-loving hype man of the franchise. But do you know the history of this fabled character? Why and how the role of Pigskin Pete came to be remains shrouded in mystery. But we do know that the character was brought to life around 1920, after the First World War, when Vince Wirtz became the primary cheerleader of the Hamilton Tigers of the Interprovincial Rugby Football Union. Vince would dress up on game days in a black and gold horizontally striped long sleeve shirt with the number 6 emblazoned on the front and matching knee-high socks. His uniform included knickers that went just below his knees. And to top it off, Vince wore a black bowler hat that he would wave around while belting out the Tigers' new chant: Oski Wee Wee, Whiskey Wawa, Holy Mackinaw, Tigers, Eat 'em Raw. If you're thinking to yourself, hey, those aren't the right words. In fact, that was the original chant. Some believe it originated at the University of Illinois. Others think it came from the University of California, Berkeley. Neither claim has been validated, but what we do know is Hamilton's version has lived on ever since. And after a while, the words changed to Oski Wee Wee, Oski Wawa, Holy Mackinaw, Tigers, Eat 'em Raw. What's up with Holy Mackinaw? Well, many believe it refers to the coonskin coat that Wirtz used to wear as part of the Pigskin Pete character. Wirtz went on to be the longest-serving Pigskin Pete and appeared at 14 Grey Cup championship games, of which the Tigers won 3 and the Tiger Cats won 4. Following the 1966 season, Vince retired after 46 years as Pigskin Pete and died that same year. But the character stayed in the family as Vince's son Bill took over the job. Bill's first season coincided with Canada's centennial anniversary, and later that season, Tiger Cats reclaimed the Grey Cup after beating Saskatchewan 24-1 in one of the most dominating finals in Canadian Football League history. Bill carried Pigskin's bowler hat and wore the uniform from 1967 until he retired in 1975, celebrating Hamilton's 2 championship victories in 1967 and 1972. In 1976, Ticats president Ralph Sazio picked the new Pigskin Pete, and you're seeing a photo of him right now. He was a bus driver in Montreal who moved to Hamilton for a job as a remote control locomotive operator at Dofasco. Paul Weiler and his wife became big Ticats fans when they moved to Steeltown in the early 1960s, and they would regularly attend the team's booster club called the Quarterback Club. So it was only natural for Sazio to ask Weiler to become Pigskin Pete, and he agreed. Weiler was paid $40 per game, but later on, instead of getting paid, he received a ticket to each game. In 1993, the team decided that Weiler would have to buy his own tickets to get into Ivor Wynne Stadium, and so he boycotted the next game in protest, and Ticats fans lost their minds and demanded that Pigskin Pete be allowed to attend every home game. The team relented, and Weiler's boycott lasted for just that one game. In 1999, the Cat's Claws fan club inducted Pigskin Pete into its Walk of Fame. That same year, Bill Wirtz passed away. Weiler retired from the role in 2006, attending 7 Grey Cups and watching the Cats win twice before he died in 2014. For the 2007 season, the Ticats did not have a Pigskin Pete leading the charge. But in 2008, Hamilton's Dan Black assumed the role. He used to sell hot dogs at Ivor Wynne Stadium and even skipped his grade 8 graduation so he could go to a game to watch the Ticats play. Black resigned from the position in September 2018, ending a 10-year run. That brings us to 2019. Ticats held a contest for one lucky fan to become the new Pigskin Pete. And after a fan vote, local teacher and former professional wrestler Jeff Connor was selected. The new role paid $100 a game and $75 for public appearances. And the uniform still includes a number 6 jersey and a black bowler hat. Hey, if it works, keep going with it. Pigskin Pete, who started as Hamilton's number 1 cheerleader more than 100 years ago by Vince Wirtz and passed on the responsibility to his son Bill, later on to Paul Weiler, Dan Black, and now Jeff Connor, is a true legend. And that's a wrap. Thank you for watching the Fifth Quarter Show Legends as well as Seasons during this CFL offseason. And I want to share a heartfelt thank you to you for your support, including the 900 people who subscribed to this channel after the original fifth quarter met its untimely demise. Starting with Hamilton's preseason game on May 24th against the visiting Toronto Argonauts, the fifth quarter will move to the Ticats audio network. You can listen to the show, call in via the link on ticats.ca. I can't wait to talk to you all. Until then, Oski Wee Wee.